What's up, Buttercup? Hello everyone and welcome to my podcast, Dexter Loves Annie podcast. My name is Kat. I'm coming to you from England, Buckinghamshire, and we are joined by Annie, who is currently hiding under the chair because the postman's been. But I'm sure she'll come and annoy us at some point. So I've managed another 2-week gap, only 2 week gap. I think we're on episode 11. I think. So yeah, good. The String of Hearts socks got released, and some complete strangers actually liked it enough to buy the pattern. So yeah, really gobsmacked by that and humbled, and you know, so I will post a link for that pattern down below if you'd like to try it. I should probably put a picture up here. As you can see, I am wearing no knitting today. I don't even have socks on because it is so hot, and I've had to close all the windows because the neighbours are in the garden playing very loud Polish music, and I can't even have the fan on because that makes too much noise. So there's no knitting upon my person to show you, but I have plenty of other stuff, so that's okay. So yeah, we've already been interrupted by the postman. But it's good because it's a yarny package, and it is from the lovely Millie at Tribe Yarns. Once a month I make a small purchase to build up my Chalgu set, and I try and maybe buy either a couple of needles or a couple of cables, because it doesn't matter how many you have, you always want more, don't you? So here we go. So I'm going to unbox, I'm going to make noise. You ready? It's always so nicely packaged. I sort of feel like she's a busy girl, but she always does everything so nicely. So, okay, yeah, this is what I did. I got a lot this time. Obviously treating myself this time. I got 2 sets of needles, so that's a 6.5mm and that's a 7mm. 7mm is a US 10.75 and a US 10.5. They all have different size screwy end bits. And it took me a while to understand what was what, so I've actually probably got a few more cables than I really need in some sizes, because it took me a while to understand the concept of small, medium and large. Don't hate me for that, but yeah, dum. So yeah, I bought myself 3 cables as well. These are all in the large size again, so let's spin that around properly. Those, so they fit these. I also did buy myself an adapter to go from a large cable down to the medium sized cable, just because that seemed like a good idea at the time. I'm lying, actually I thought I was buying a cable adapter to go from medium to large, and it doesn't go that way, it goes the other way. So not gonna lie, don't do lying. So yeah, we got an unboxing as well. That was very timely. I'm gonna go with acquisitions right now, because it has been a spendy month, because I'm all about the summer t-shirts now at this point. So I think I'm going to work backwards on this one, because there's a logical order to this. So I made a purchase with Fibre Fox in the UK, and I'm a naughty knitter girl, but I bought myself a big project bag to actually be able to get a whole jumper and all the yarn associated with it in the bag. It's amazing, and it's Halloween-y, but it's never not time for Halloween, let's be honest. What's not to love? Pumpkins and ooh, there's a ghost and a skeleton and a little tiny witch and some cats. Yeah, that's cute. Look, look, look. She's cute. What's not to love? And two of my test knitters, no, in fact, three of my test knitters did my String of Hearts socks in green. And I really loved them. And actually what I envisaged after I'd started the sock, because the pattern was originally something else and it evolved because you kind of tinker with the stitches and stuff, and that's how I ended up with the heart design, and that's where that one went. I actually did see it in my mind in green. I just happened to have started it in mustard yellow and then bought pink because, you know, hearts, let's be really obvious about it. I don't know. So I got myself, I've already caked it up because it's, you know, it's imminent. I'm going to make my String of Hearts in this colourway, which is from Fibre Fox. The Fibre Fox, that is her logo. I know this is my first yarn from her, but I have actually bought her Advent this year. This is a 50-gram skein, because you can get the socks out of a 50-gram skein. It is, the colourway is called Devil's Bayou, and it is a high twist sock base, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 212 per 50 grams, 212 meters, that is. So, see if I can get that in the middle. That is going to be my third pair of String of Hearts socks, because I actually really like the length of those for the summer. You can totally make them longer if you want to. It might be quite nice as a long sock. Maybe I'll try that closer to winter time. But yeah, no, I'm loving it. So, more acquisitions. Going to rustle a bag now. Lovecrafts in the UK had a sale on this yarn, so this is what prompted me to do the summer t-shirts. So I've got two sort of amounts for summer t-shirts. We'll get into that in a minute, because you know what's coming, right? So this is the Yarn Collective Fleurville 4-ply. And this is totally Kelly from Rora and Katie's fault, because she showed us the yarn. And even though the colourways that she's got weren't available, and they are my favourite colours, purple and green, love purple and green, I still managed to find some colours that I like. So, this one is called Hibiscus. It is actually called Hibiscus. Get me in my memory. Number 602. I hope that focuses okay. 602. It's a 4-ply, 100-gram skein. What is the fibre? Tell me. It's curated by Melody Hoffman, apparently. Do you know what? Oh no, here we are. 100% superwash merino wool. Awesome sauce. So, I have this colour. I have this colour. They're fairly close, but we say close but no banana. 4-ply, obviously. Ebony. No, peony. God, it's really small writing. I need my glasses. Again, same fabric based, yarn base. And then the other two that I got, I only got one of each of these. This is beautiful. I love this one. It's called Rose. It's quite lilac-y. It's not really my... lighter colours aren't flattering, particularly on me. So this is intended as some sort of shawl or something. And then Carnation, which is, they're fairly similar. Again, I'm not quite sure what I'll do with that. I sort of wondered if I might fade this with something else, or I don't know. But it looked pretty in the picture. So I got it. You know, why not? So the plan is to design a lovely shawl with my string of hearts pattern adapted for a shawl somehow at some point, but nobody's wearing shawls right now. It is absolutely horrible and hot and sweaty and horrible and horrible. So no. So I am going to start off with the whips. There aren't many to show because I had a good dose of idiot sauce and I had to redo something, but we'll get to that in a bit. I'm designing my next sock and it's covered in random stuff. So let's see if this is visible. Again, this is a stitch design that I kind of designed myself. I can't see whether you can see. So there we are. It's like a got more sort of single cables and then a little bit of yarn ovary stuff. That's obviously the right hand sock, and then there'll be a left hand sock to mirror it. And I am just through the heel gusset. I am doing a slip stitch on this one. Now that you know the difference, this is a slip stitch heel. So yeah, pretty pleased with that. Love this yarn, how it's slightly variegated but not overly. Do they call that heathered? I don't know. This is co-op sock, yeah, yarn. I don't know where the label went. It's on my little crap table that's kind of there. I'm not going to dig it out. Oh, look, String of Hearts socks photo. There we go. I printed one out to go in my my little scrapbook. That's the picture that's actually on the pattern. There you go. That saves me inserting the picture. What is next? Yes. Okay. So the story. I wanted to do Kelly from Rowan Cade's Moonglade Tea. I've had the pattern for a while. It was the pattern that I got as a free pattern for test knitting the Ampulate socks. And I just kind of assumed that I would do it in time for summer. Summer's here. It's not. So that's why I bought those skeins of yarn, because that's what I was going to do, and then maybe do I really need to do a ranunculus pattern. I've been saying for over a year now that I wanted to do that. So I swatched. This is the swatch, just to prove it, because I hate swatching, but it's necessary because I would knit really loose. I almost always, by habit, just by knowing myself, always go down a needle size when I start swatching, because there's no point in trying to use the needles that they say on the pattern, because I know I knit too loose. So I swatched. It was fine. It was great. I had a little chat about what size to make, because the pattern is actually made with negative ease. I don't tend to like that. I like sort of big and baggy things at the moment. I've got a bit of a medical issue. We'll talk about that another time. That means my abdomen is in sort of 5-month pregnant kind of size, and I feel and look terrible in tight clothes. So to add to that, also, I didn't buy enough yarn. And we got that at a really good price. I think it's normally about £15 a skein, and it was something like £4 or £5 a skein. Sterling, GBP, whatever. What do we use? Both, I think. So it was like a third of the price. It was amazing. And I looked at the pattern and I was one skein short. So annoying. And then I looked on the website, and not only was it not on sale anymore, but they'd completely taken hibiscus off, because this is the one that I wanted to do that in. because I think that suits me quite nicely. But they did still have the other one. I forget what this one's called. Peony. They do still have Peony listed, but not in stock. It says you've got to wait a couple of weeks until they restock everything. So, because I'm an impatient child, I bought the ranunculus pattern and started it. So, details are going to be below, and in my project pages, obviously, I'm not always brilliant at that, but I try. So, here they are. Here it is. Just got my little stitch keepers on there. Needle keepers. There's a naughty word on my stitch marker. If you don't like naughty words, I apologise. But this is where we're at. So what happened with this is I cast on, there's two necklines. There's an extra wide neckline and a not so wide neckline. I cast on the extra wide neckline, and I got to about here and I had too many stitches, because we never do that. We never not pay attention to patterns, and we never not buy enough yarn for our projects, do we? So couldn't work out what the hell I'd done. Frogged it. Had another proper look at the pattern, and the wide neckline on the model, I don't have very broad shoulders. The models were really quite petite, and it didn't even look like they were able to keep the jumper on for the wide neckline. So that gave me the opportunity to rethink that, and I've done the less wide neckline. It's still wide. It's still going to be like that. I don't like things here anyway. It'll be fine, I'm sure. So now we've gone past where we had to frog back from. So there's quite a lot of detail. There's these sort of floaty bits at the front, and then some pearly floaty bits, and then a little bit of lace, and then we're doing a bit more pearly floaty bits, which is a really weird stitch. Really weird. I don't think I was doing it properly, but it's all right according to the pattern. So that's where we're at with that one, and I am gonna cast on very soon the other pattern, Moonglade Tea, because I'm swatched already. And oh, this one, this ranunculus, I was knitting to gauge. First time that's ever happened. So I swatched and then had to rip the swatch out and try with the actual needles that were required. So yeah, I'm going to show you the pattern. That's what the ranunculus looks like. So as you can see, she's got a wider neckline on. She has. I can't see whether you can see that properly or not, so I'm just going to trust. But you know, it looks like it's about to fall off her, right off her shoulders, and that will just get on my nerves. So kind of good that I don't pay attention sometimes, because I get to redo it. Wasn't too overly enthused about having to frog the whole thing, but I'm kind of used to it. I've always done it. Where are our kids? Moonglade Tea, there she is. So I hope you can see that, because I can't see through this folder thing. Yeah, so it's got some lace work on the shoulders and some lace work across the bottom. I don't know how I feel about it being negative ease and tight, but this ginormous belly will be gone hopefully by the end of the year, so might be one for the future. Yes, that's all it is for whips, because I have done a little bit more on the cardigan and the bean and olive sweater, but not enough really to show you, because you know, it's just a sweater that's got that much longer or something. So maybe next time for those. Okay. Not quite knitting related, but something I'm also up to. I have reopened my Etsy shop after a massive hiatus. I think it was close to about 3 or 4 years. So we're just getting going again. And because I also work with Cricut and sublimation printing, I have been sourcing some decent project bags to make and put nice or snarky comments on about knitting. So start with these. This is a small project bag. You can get one skein in. I've got 100 gram skein in and some needles. It's basically a sock project knitting bag. Nice handle. It's quite thick. It's got a zip. The zip detail's quite sweet. And yeah, like that. So yes, that one is Life Happens, Knitting Helps. The next one is Knitting is My Jam. Who doesn't like jam? Then I've gone for larger project knitting bags. And this one is like, it's a double drawstring bag, so you can use it as a rucksack. Because it's got straps the other side, either side, and you can use it for a big project, or you can just use it as a backpack, because why not? So I've made myself one of those, obviously. And then again, Knitting is My Jam in the backpack. So these are all available in my Etsy. I'll post a link down below for anybody that wants one. They've been popular. I've got another delivery coming of the blank bag so that I can post them. So that I can print them. Oh dear. Heat's getting to my head. I've also, because I love snark, did you not know that about me? I love snark and naughtiness, and you know, life's too short to be serious in my book. So I got these other bags and I was hoping they'd be good for project bags, and I don't actually think they are. I think they're going to be great for like wash bags. But that is just me. I'm not great with advice, but can I interest you in a sarcastic comment? So they draw up like that. I mean, you could put a project in one of these. They're just kind of, can you hear that? It's not nice material. And they came helpfully with a little insert so that you can print them without the ink going through to the back, which is a very helpful thing from the supplier. Now then, this next one has a rude word, so if you don't like rude words, see if I can. I'm gonna put my finger over it. Oh, not quite. That's me too. I love that one. I'm going to end up with more bags than I know what to do with. The rest of these are not naughty, they're just cute, and they are smaller bags. So got like a Zentagunaggle there. Those funny drawings that you do. They go round and round and round. We like unicorns. Who doesn't like unicorns? Get out. Just kidding. So we like that one. Pretty little My Little Pony unicorn. And then I've done this one. And then this one is sort of, it's kind of like a wonky donkey like me. So that's all I've done. I've just printed those up today, those little white ones. I think that's it. Was that as quick as it felt? 26 minutes. That's enough, isn't it? Listening to me waffle on. Tour de Fleece. We didn't mention Tour de Fleece. So if anybody's doing Tour de Fleece this year, we are getting together within Kelly's Discord group. We've now got a spinning group team for Tour de Fleece. We're calling ourselves the Sonwoki Spinners. Sonwoki is the acronym for our little knit night that we do some nights. It's about every 10 days, and we just sit over video link and knit and chat, which is nice. And I don't get there very often because some of them are on a Wednesday after I've come back from work, and I'm kind of peopled out. Excuse me, hiccups. It was only coffee that I had this morning, honest. Yeah, so what I'm doing this year is I have bought myself a full-on poopy fleece. I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing. So the plan is I will spend the week before Tour de Fleece washing and prepping this fleece. It's a Penland fleece, and I'm going to be getting all the details when we start the podcasting for that, the vlogging for that, all the details, and I'm hoping to get some photos of the sheep itself. I've got a photo of the flock, but she's going to send me a picture of the actual sheep, and we'll go through the story of why I chose that particular fleece from that particular sheep, because I did have a choice. And so the week before I'm going to sit and prepare it. We're going to wash it, scour it, brush it through. I've actually treated myself to some combs as well to comb all the poopy bits out properly, all the VM, vegetable matter, just hay and stuff, because I have a feeling I'm going to enjoy it too much to not do it again. And then I will start Tour de Fleece, actually spinning that particular fleece, and we'll see where we get to, because it's about 1.3 kilos, so by the time I've got all the crap out, it's probably going to be a kilo, just over a kilo's worth, more than a jumper's worth of fibre, which is awesome. And then I've got plenty of other fleece fibre to be spinning if I run out of things to do. So that will all be vlogged and podcasted. If anybody doesn't have a team or would like to join our team, I will put the link. I don't know how to put links to Discord, but I'll put a link to Kelly, so she's probably got it all on her podcast. Find us somehow. Oh, in fact, we have a team set up in the Wildcards team on Ravelry, so that would be a way to find us. We're not competitive, we're doing it for the crack, so just come and chat to us. So I am setting some challenges for anybody that just wants to challenge himself a bit. Nothing particularly scary, just ply a different way or spin a different way or try a different fibre, I think we're going to do. And I'll try and find some video references for those. But other than that, just, we're not being competitive. We're just getting down with the spinning. I'm going to be taking my e-spinner away with me, and spinning when I'm not at home, and trying to do a bit every day. I did actually also buy myself a Turkish spindle, as you probably remember from a few podcasts back. So I might take that as well, just if I want a break from the e-spinner. But yeah, that's where we're at. So, thank you for watching. I don't know why I have to think about that bit. I think that's probably me saying, yeah, I'm definitely going to shut up now, go away, and you're all going, yay, finally. But thank you for watching. I do appreciate you all. I am so glad you're here. Thank you if you've bought my pattern. Thank you so much if you're uploading a project to Ravelry or using it in any of the sock knit-alongs. To get awareness out there, it's income. I do it for the love of it, but a couple of pounds here and there to help me buy more yarn to make more patterns for you guys. Don't go amiss. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a lovely fortnight, because it will possibly be a fortnight before no, it won't, it'll be less, because I'll be vlogging the washing situation. So yeah, I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.